Hello again, it's Rain, and for those of you who has been wanting some hack and slash action, isometric perspectives, and some hardcore customizations, here are the top 15 action RPGs on the PS4 arranged by Play Score. The Play Score is an average of gamer and critic ratings. At number 15, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. Opening our list is none other than Bethesda's award-winning RPG. Skyrim is a testament of the company's love for open-world exploration and adventure coupled with an expansive story mode set in a medieval fantasy universe. This game is out on almost all major consoles, and it looks like it's gonna keep going until The Elder Scrolls 6 comes out soon. As usual, Skyrim takes you to the life of the Dragonborn. Once you step out into the world, you're free to do whatever you want, and that includes messing everything up. Roleplay as a warrior of Paragon or renegade out for the lulz. Skyrim has no shortage for possibilities, even the modding community takes it too far sometimes. This special edition contains all the bonus content and DLCs from the previous updates, and it's the definitive Skyrim experience for PS4 owners. It receives a Play Score of 8.78. At number 14, Salt and Sanctuary. With FromSoft's success with Dark Souls, there's a load of Souls-like games in the market. Among those is from Ska Studios' Metroidvania Action-RPG. This indie title combines fast and brutal 2D combat, offering a challenging experience for players. Explore blood-soaked dungeons, forgotten cities, and desecrated monuments, and uncover the story behind your character's quest. Though it borrows elements from Dark Souls, it does have its own share of distinct mechanics. Players can craft stuff and even upgrade weapons, armor pieces, and spells to survive from the nightmarish world. Slay bosses, unlock abilities, and don't put too much salt in every death. It receives a Play Score of 8.78. 13. Yakuza Kiwami 2. A follow-up to the first Yakuza Kiwami remake in 2016, this second remake is about as much of a throwback as the original one. Set in Japan's equally groovy 80s, it's a prequel title that sees a young Kiryu return to the very life he just left a year before. Struggling to bring leadership back to the Tojos while preventing an all-out clan war, Kiwami 2 is an action-packed adventure filled with the familiar faces and events of the Kamurocho districts. Crafted with the latest Dragon engine, the game is a huge upgrade on the last remake, making the streets of Japan look more alive than ever before. It even features a new playable adventure in Goro's Majima Saga. Offering plenty to do in terms of side activities and fun minigames, Kiwami 2 doesn't just have a gripping storyline, but it also is a veritable sandbox treat. While there are a few anachronistic features, it doesn't do much to dull its vibrance. It has a Play Score of 8.83. 12. Yakuza 0. 2 Yakuza games in a row? When it comes to action RPGs, there's no doubt about Sega's Japan-centric titles. It's fun, ridiculous, and it puts into perspective how video games are supposed to be. Witness the origins of the Yakuza lore in this prequel. Returning players into the rich aesthetics of 80s Japan, Yakuza's open world is rife with violent delights, and of course, karaoke. Taking with it all the weirdness of its setting, it nails both the action and excitement of gangster side while leaving enough to uncover in the sidelines. It receives a Play Score of 8.86. At number 11, Kingdom Hearts 3. Almost 10 years in the making, Square Enix's crossover JRPG wows the heart of Disney and Final Fantasy fans. Follow Sora and friends in his final adventure to stop the forces of darkness with the help of iconic characters from various Disney and Pixar worlds like Frozen, Monsters Inc., Big Hero 6, and more. Its stylish hack-and-slash combat remains as the strongest point of the game. Team up with Donald and Goofy in an epic quest to beat down nobodies and heartless with dazzling colors and animation. Equip various keyblades or summon old and new friends using its link feature. It's a bold new direction to the Kingdom Hearts series, and from the looks of it, it feels like the series just started. It receives a Play Score of 8.9. 10. Nioh. Before From Software even set foot in Japan with their latest action-adventure Sekiro, Team Ninja's Nioh became the go-to for anyone who needed a hybrid hack-and-slash RPG set in the land of the rising sun. Focusing on the mythologies of Japan, NieR has an ethereal feel to it. It's based on the unfinished work of Akira Kurosawa, a national treasure and one of Japan's most prominent directors. Embark on a grand adventure in the Sengoku period and fend off any iconic mythical creatures that block your path. There's a variety of weapons at play here, making it one hell of a challenging and unforgettable journey. It has a play score of 8.91. 9. NieR Automata. This spin-off of Yoko Taro's Drakengard series takes you to a post-apocalyptic world where humanity flees from Earth and finds solace on the moon. Still headed by Yoko Taro himself, NieR has all the eccentricity of his previous titles, this time served with an inescapable layer of existentialism. Exploring the realm of artificial intelligence, it doesn't just let you bask in satisfying superhuman combat, it also waxes philosophical at every turn in each of their many and often abrupt endings. Blending hack-and-slash gameplay, bullet hell scenarios, and stylistic presentation, NieR Automata is one unique experience with a play score of 8.92. 8. Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition. You cannot talk about the top 10 action RPGs without stopping to mention one of the granddaddies of the genre. The Diablo series has gone through tremendous changes over the years, some good, some bad. That rings true particularly for this third installment. While it got off to a rocky start, Blizzard North managed to pick themselves up, creating this definitive version. Culminating years of improvements into one package, Ultimate Evil Edition includes the Reaper of Souls expansion and livens it up with up to 1080p resolutions in 60 FPS. The demons continue to haunt us, and for the Diablo series, that's actually a good thing. It has a play score of 8.93. At number 7, Odin Sphere Leifthrasir. This 2007 remake of the classic PlayStation 2 hit rejuvenates the game and breathes new life to it on a powerful new platform. Witness Ragnarok like never before in this colorful side-scrolling action JRPG filled with dazzling handcrafted visuals and fluid combat. Take control of 5 different characters in interwoven scenarios and watch each of their story unfold. Every hero feels unique and offers new challenges along the way. Aside from that, this remake also offers a refined beat-em-up combat that's seamlessly slick at 60 frames per second. It's not exactly the face of a PS4 classic, but Leifthrasir has been consistently on the top of its game since its initial release. A damn fine remake if there ever was one. It has a play score of 9.01. Coming in at number 6, Fallout 4. What could be more action-packed than shootouts in the post-apocalypse? Fallout 4 might not be the most innovative of the entire series, but what they did for their narratives though is not something you can downplay. By elevating their storytelling and refining their already impressive RPG mechanics, Bethesda took the game to a whole new level of immersion. One of the biggest titles yet, their open world is set in a post-nuclear Boston that is filled with new characters, multiple branching stories, and an all-consuming base building feature. Rising up through their technical glitches and dialogue disappointments, it finally lives up to its RPG shooter name, with a play score of 9.03. At number 5, Monster Hunter World. Airing on this side of the years-long debates, take on the role of brave monster hunter in one of the biggest MH games to date. Dubbed as the Souls game before the Souls games, there's no doubting Capcom's credibility when it comes to punishing but ultimately rewarding combat. For the very first time in the series, it completely improves the multiplayer co-op feature with better mechanics and convenient interactions. Aside from the multiplayer, World also presents us with an arsenal of unique new weapons and a whole bestiary of new monsters, all packed within their array of new worlds. Sticking the landing on an ambitious undertaking while remaining true to the series' core, it has a play score of 9.1. At number 4, Dark Souls 3. You don't get a genre named after you by sitting pretty. You get it by subjecting your players to hours upon hours of torturous combat and making them love every second of it. Dark Souls was the dominatrix we all secretly wanted, and with their third and final installment, they delivered in a huge way. Borrowing elements from Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3 capped off their series with a bigger, better action-oriented approach to combat that retained their previous game's sense of strategy. With a lore as deep as its combat system, the last dive into the gothic locales of Lothric with all its morbid creations feels like one stunning tribute to their glory and the genius of Miyazaki. It has a play score of 9.11. On the third spot, Horizon Zero Dawn. Futuristic dinosaurs, metallic reptiles, that's the future presented in Guerrilla Games' open-world action RPG. Set in a distant future where humanity devolves into primitive traditions, follow the story of Aloy as she discovers a life-changing revelation that could change their world. Its open-world experience made better with its fantastic third-person combat. Horizon Zero Dawn became a first choice for people with a taste of futuristic action, adventure, and exploration. Not to mention, its Frozen Wilds expansion adds a new story content to Aloy's story. It receives a play score of 9.11. On the second spot, Bloodborne, Dark Souls' PS4 exclusive counterpart. Bloodborne is pretty much what you'd expect from a From Software title, except with darker themes and Souls-like combat, but with even faster rolling, dodging, and dying. Set in a Victorian-inspired universe, Bloodborne is rife with Lovecraftian horrors. Playing as a hunter in a world plagued by disease, it has a way of rewarding patient players with expansive narratives and a glorious serving of disfigured monsters to beat down. A delicious treat for Dark Souls fans on the PlayStation 4, Bloodborne excels in its action, atmosphere, and RPG elements. Combining into one unforgettable experience for the patient and dedicated, it has a play score of 9.16. And the best PS4 ARPG is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. CD Projekt Red raised the bar for their Western RPGs with this third and final installment of their Witcher series. Lauded for its impressive storytelling, gorgeous open world, and branching narratives, The Wild Hunt is a compelling slice of RPG heaven. Following the adventures of the Witcher Geralt of Rivia, it ramps up the combat into an exciting mix of magic and dexterity. Released way back in 2015, this polished game continues to mesmerize players with the depth of its graphical immersion, storytelling, and combat. Mix potions, craft items, fight monsters, play cards, make love, and fight monsters some more. A well-rounded mix of activities gets it a play score of 9.29. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to become a certified What To player. Bye!